July 1st, 2018, 9:20 a.m. South of Paris, a high-security prison looms over the landscape like an indestructible fortress. Towering 17-ton walls, layers of razor wire, armored doors, and watchtowers manned by snipers make escape an impossibility, or so it seems. Even the courtyards are covered with anti-helicopter netting. This prison is designed to hold the most dangerous criminals in France, and among them is inmate number 001-0189. Inside solitary confinement cell 207, Rédoine Faïd, the most closely watched prisoner in the country, waits. His crimes are legendary. Over 30 high-stakes robberies, some involving hostages, one resulting in the death of a police officer. His reputation isn't just built on his heists, but also on his ability to vanish. Twice he has evaded capture at crime scenes, and in 2013, he orchestrated a stunning escape from another maximum security prison, using smuggled explosives to blast his way out. The guards, despite his history, have a strange fondness for him. He's charismatic, quick-witted, and disarmingly friendly. He doesn't fit the mold of a hardened criminal. He's an entertainer, a man who enjoys his notoriety. But the prison authorities are nervous. Recently, he has been receiving more visitors. His phone calls have taken on a coded tone, and a drone was spotted flying over the prison just days ago. Something is happening. 20 miles away, a 65-year-old flight instructor, Stéphane B., prepares for what seems like an ordinary lesson. Two men arrive, claiming to be a father and son. They're enthusiastic, eager. They insist on flying in an Alouette 2, a vintage collector's helicopter from the 1950s. Stéphane hesitates. Something about them seems off. Are they wearing wigs? But when they hand him $500 in cash, he pushes his doubts aside. Money is money. Back in prison, Faïd is being escorted to the high-risk visitors block. The facility is on high alert. The change in his behavior is undeniable. But no one, not the warden, the guards, or even his own brother waiting in the visitors booth, has any idea that in mere moments, Rédoine Faïd will make history once again. Meanwhile, on a remote field, Stéphane lands the helicopter as requested. The two men step out, disappearing into the trees. When they return, they are no longer passengers. They are armed hijackers. With weapons pointed at his head, Stéphane is given a chilling ultimatum. Comply, or his family will pay the price. 11:18 a.m. A faint hum breaks the silence in the prison courtyard. The guard perks up. The sound is unusual, low, rhythmic, mechanical. It reminds her of a leaf blower. But today is Sunday. No maintenance work is scheduled. Then the ground trembles slightly. Shadows shift unnaturally against the courtyard walls. It's not a leaf blower. It's a helicopter. On the watchtower's prison sentinels receive an urgent order. Unseal the emergency weapons cases. Inside are HK G36 assault rifles, locked away for moments just like this. One guard raises his rifle and peers through the scope. The helicopter, a vintage Alouette 2, is descending fast. He hesitates. Prison regulations prohibit shooting at airborne aircraft unless explicitly authorized. The hesitation costs them. The helicopter is already breaching the security perimeter, slipping through a small, unsecured gap in the prison's anti-helicopter netting. Inside the helicopter, Faïd's accomplices are fully prepared. They have studied every aspect of this operation, timing every movement with military precision. Smoke grenades drop into the courtyard, detonating upon impact. Thick white clouds spread in all directions, obscuring the guard's line of sight. The helicopter hovers. A side door swings open. Two masked men in bulletproof vests leap onto the ground, one carrying an AK-47, the other wielding an industrial-grade angle grinder. Courtyard becomes chaos. Guards scramble, shouting into radios. The Warden attempts to place an emergency call, but the connection is jammed. Faïd's team has anticipated every detail. The man with the angle grinder kneels before the reinforced door leading to the visitor's block. Sparks fly as the blade carves through thick metal. The shriek of grinding steel pierces the prison's halls. Inside visiting room 50, Rédoine Faïd stands perfectly still. He knows the sound. He knows exactly how much time they have. 40 seconds later, the first door falls. The guards inside hesitate. They are unarmed. Inmates in the surrounding cells scream in disbelief. Some cheer. Others bang on their doors, fists echoing against steel. The entire prison is now a stage for the most audacious escape in French history. Faïd's brother, still sitting in the visitor's booth, grips the table. His face is pale. He thought his younger brother had changed. He thought the criminal mastermind had finally left his past behind. He was wrong. The final door is cut open. A masked man steps in, rifle ready. The guards step aside. They don't want to die today. Faïd smiles. A slow, confident smile. Past the blown doors, down the hall, through the smoke-filled courtyard. The helicopter is right there, its blade slicing through the air, its side door open like the mouth of a beast, waiting to swallow him whole. He doesn't stop running. Behind him, the prison is in uproar. A voice shouts over the PA system, ordering lockdown procedures. But it's too late. Rédoine Faïd leaps onto the helicopter. Door slams shut. A masked man inside signals the pilot. Go. The Alouette 2 lifts off. Guards finally regain their composure, raising their weapons. But they are too slow. The helicopter rises, higher and higher, until it clears the final security perimeter. The last thing anyone on the ground sees is Faïd, standing at the open door, giving a salute to the prisoners below. Then he disappears into the sky. By the time authorities react, Faïd is already gone. The warden is in a state of shock. A maximum security prison designed to withstand the most elaborate escape attempts had just been breached in under 10 minutes. News spreads within the hour. Major networks flash breaking news alerts. Infamous gangster Rédoine Faïd escapes prison again. Public reaction is split. To some, Faïd is a criminal, a danger to society. But to others, particularly in the immigrant suburbs where he grew up, he is something else entirely. A modern-day outlaw, a legend. Within hours, police launch a nationwide manhunt. Roadblocks appear at every major highway leading out of Paris. Every airport, train station, and border crossing is put on high alert. Faïd's face floods television screens. Most wanted. Yet he vanishes. For weeks, the police search. Helicopters sweep rural areas. Interpol issues an international arrest warrant. But Faïd knows how to disappear. He has done it before. Then, on a quiet evening 3 months later, police receive a tip. An apartment complex. A familiar figure, seen slipping inside, hidden beneath a burqa. It's him. The building is surrounded. Tactical teams move in. This time, there is no dramatic escape, no helicopters, no explosions, no Hollywood-style theatrics. Rédoine Faïd is captured without resistance. In 2020, Faïd is sentenced again. This time, there will be no leniency. He is placed in solitary confinement, stripped of all privileges. His prison cell is constantly monitored. He is searched up to 5 times a day. His earliest possible release, 2060, he will be 88 years old. The legend of Rédoine Faïd, the man who dreamed of living inside a crime movie, ends in silence.